Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a video. I know it's been a while. I actually had a molt the other day, probably about 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, of my Avicularia versicolor, and I figured, well, why not make a video on how to tell if your tarantula is in pre-molt. Then, well, I didn't have a tarantula in pre-molt, and come to find out, I did. As everyone knows, this is a doppelganger. It is an Avicularia, and as you can see, for those of you who already know, it is in pre-molt. The reasons I can tell that, as babies, these tend to be pink, the legs, whereas you can see along the legs, I'm not going to touch it, but I will point towards it. Those black markings in the legs are not usually there. What you're seeing actually is the exoskeleton forming underneath it. It is preparing for a molt. Another reason I could tell this is that it stopped accepting food, and that it has been a bit more lethargic, not really moving much. It's when you see these signs occur in your tarantulas, you should usually up the humidity, especially with these Avicularia species. They prefer a higher humidity, and limit how much you disturb them, because they will they can get stressed out around this point, and it's best to just keep an eye out, see how it's doing every day, without it disturbing it too much. And one of the days you'll find a nice new tarantula in there, and an exoskeleton. What I'm going to do now is move on to show you Atlantis. Her colors has definitely changed even more since last time she molted. I'm seeing less and less of the blue. The hairs are all turning purple and red, which is a cool sight to see. Hopefully we'll see a molt from this guy in a few days, and once this guy hardens, I will definitely throw up a feeding video. I know it's been a while, and thank you for watching this. Let's move on to see how Atlantis is looking after her molt. As you guys can see here, this is Atlantis. I've noticed after her molt, especially along her backside right here, you still see that tree bark pattern along her butt. The last time the colors were black and blue. Now we can see that they're turning darker red. Her carapace is more of a bluish green, and her legs are starting to darken up. They're still blue, not as dark, not as bright and shiny as they were before, but this species, as it's going through its color change, will probably take about 3 or 4 more molts. Hopefully less, probably less, most likely, between the colors she's at now and her adult colors. Just a small reference as to how big she's gotten. This is her exoskeleton that she had just molted from, compared to how she is now. She is actually twice as big as she was before. Right now you can't exactly tell that due to the fact that she's curled up. She's definitely doubled in size. The thickness of her legs have gone up, and her carapace has also gotten thicker. This will be the end of the update video. I will definitely get that feeding video up once Doppelganger has molted, and after everyone's hardened and ready to eat. Hopefully, I'm also waiting on a molt from my non-duchromatus sling. Maybe by the next time it molts, we'll actually see him in a feeding video. And of course my Brachyophthalma albopulosum bear, who I had rehoused last time, well, he made a burrow, and so can't get any feedings from that guy. But thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.